everybody, Macaron Teacup Baby here, and welcome to a tutorial on how to add the center bone, the groove bone, and the mother bone to your Miku Miku Dance model. To do this, you need, of course, a model that does not have the bone or bones. In this case, my model does not have all three of them, because I deleted them actually. This model does come with all three bones. However, for the sake of the tutorial, I had to delete them. I'm so sorry, you Janomu. Please forgive me. I had to delete them for this tutorial. Oh my god. But the model is by Janomu, just to let you all know. And to do this, let's get started now. You also need PMX Editor as well. PMX Editor is the key to happiness, you guys. The key to happiness. So first things first, we're going to add a center bone. So to do that, we're going to right click, add here. And we're going to change the Japanese name to the center bone, which is right here. Control C, Control V. We're going to make sure that MV is checked, selected, whatever you want to call it. And that turns it green, as you can see here. We're now going to move this bone to the center of the model's legs, which about right here looks good. Right here looks good. Again, add here. And we're going to call this center tail, which I have right here. So Control C, Control V, and we're going to make this an invisible bone. To make something an invisible bone in PMX Editor, to make a bone invisible in PMX Editor, you just have to click this VIS button, and that makes the bone invisible. As you can see, you're changed to an invisible bone. I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's the bone. It's invisible. It's an invisible bone, which is right here. The hidden bone. It's a hidden bone. We need to make sure that the tail of the center bone is parented to the center bone, which is 0. And this one's child is the tail bone, so 1. And it's, as you can see here, they connect. I don't know if you can see it or not, but they connected. Now let's add the groove bone. Again, add to here. We want to make sure the groove bone is below the center bone. It doesn't have to be below the tail center bone, but it does have to be below the center bone. We're going to rename it to the groove bone, which is the Japanese name for the groove bone, which is right here. And make sure that it's on JP and not EN. EN stands for English. You want it on JP. And like the center bone, you want to click on MV. And now we are going to move this bone above the center bone. Right here should do. Click on another bone so it doesn't snap back into place. Move the center bone up just a little bit. Right there looks good. Now we're going to add the groove bone for the tail. Or the tail to the groove bone. Oh my gosh, I got my words mixed up. I'm so sorry, guys. The tail needs to be named, this is the tail bone, the groove tail bone. And like before, just make it an invisible bone. And we want to move that bone, actually. We do want to move the invisible bone of the groove tail above the groove tail bone, if that makes sense. We want to move about right here. Looks good. And like with the center bone, we want to make the groove bone tail the groove bone. And the groove bone's child the groove bone tail. So you can see here, they both are now connected. But wait, Dolly, how do you add a mother bone? We're not done yet. Calm down. I'll tell you how to add a mother bone later. But what you need to do now is you need to take the upper body bone, which I think is, yes, this is upper body bone. You need to make the parent, the groove bone, which is 1 in this case. And the lower body parent bone must be this groove bone as well, so 1. So both the upper body and the lower, but don't worry about the second upper body bone, that's okay. You don't need to worry about the second upper body bone, just the first and the, yeah. So as Chessie's out, you can see here the model now bounces with the groove bone. Let's test the center bone. Oops, she doesn't bounce the center bone. Let's see what happens. Oh, that's right, I forgot an important step. Make sure the groove bone's parent is the center bone. I forgot that step. I'm sorry, guys. So now we can test the center bone. And she bounces with the center bone. And she should bounce with the groove bone as well. Oops, wrong bone. No, I want the groove bone. There we go. Stop. There we go. Bounces with the groove bone and the center bone. So, yay. I forgot that in step. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. Oh, but Dolly, how do we add a mother bone? You said you'd add a mother bone for us as well. Well, calm down. I'm going to add the mother bone right now. Instead of going to right-clicking and adding, what you want to do, this is the most easiest way to do it. Go to Edit, Bone, Add Parent, and then yes. However, the Japanese name is incorrect. It's named All Parents. You want to name it to the mother bone Japanese name, which is right here. It'll be in the description. Don't worry. And that's the basics of how to add a mother bone, a center bone, and the groove bone. Oh, thank you so much, Dolly. You're so awesome, Macaron Tika, baby. We love you. I love you guys, too.